This is BBC One in the West. Now the news with Mishal, Husain and Alex Lovell.
Tonight at 10, the man who led Russian mercenaries in Ukraine and challenged Putin appears to have died near Moscow. In the last hour, Yevgeny Prigozhin, head of the Wagner Group and once close to the Russian president, is confirmed to have been on board a private plane that crashed. There were no survivors.
I don't know for a fact what happened, but I'm not surprised.
Here in Moscow, no surprise among Russians. Many here had thought that Mr. Prigozhin's days were numbered.
We'll have all the latest, and also coming up on tonight's programme, the Wilko collapse. Thousands of redundancies are likely after administrators fail to find a buyer. And India puts a lander on the moon, allowing its south pole to be explored for the first time.
And in Points West, the chief of Gloucestershire Fire and Rescue has called for an independent review into historical racism. And a community pool that's been derelict for years will finally reopen next month.
Good evening. Welcome to the BBC News at 10. First tonight, the news that has been developing from Russia all evening. The plane crash that appears to have killed a man whose mercenary fighters have attacked Ukraine and who just 2 months ago led a mutiny against Vladimir Putin. These images have been confirmed by BBC Verify as being from the crash scene. And in the last hour, it's been confirmed that Yevgeny Prigozhin, head of the Wagner Group, was on board the private jet that crashed near Moscow. This is still very much an evolving situation, one that the UK government has said that it is monitoring. In the US, President Biden has said there's not much that happens in Russia that Putin's not behind. Our first report is from our Russia editor, Steve Rosenberg.
Caught on camera, the final seconds of a private jet. On board, reportedly, the head of the Wagner mercenary group, Yevgeny Prigozhin. Look over there by the farm. It's burning, the eyewitness can be heard saying. In the distance, a giant cloud of smoke.